Warning: the following show features foul language and crappy opinions said either by professionals or under the supervision of professionals. Accordingly, the Riff Report and the producers must insist that no one attempt to repeat any vocabulary or shoot any malort featured on the show. Welcome to the Riff Report after hours, where we get a little dimmer, we get a little darker, we get a little chill for you guys. We also get a little fucking buzzed, so hopefully you're all joining us. Cheers to y'all, and whoa, I gotta keep doing that. Where we talk about things punk metal and we get really mad about it. Today we're getting super mad because it's my week and I want to bitch about this. I don't know why, but I just feel like it. I'm gonna bitch. We're bitching about this is called the breakdown, by the way. This will be a new format for us. We were just discussing it today. We're gonna take a concept and break it down for you. Nice and tight, and hopefully with an appropriate amount of time. There you go. Hell yeah, break it down. Yeah, it's a different one.
I'm gonna break it down.
Today we're bitching about festivals. We're leading up to festival season. We got the Furnace Fest announcement. We've had lineups for all the DWP festivals for months. And I even looked through a couple other Riot Fest. I don't think we have a lineup for yet, but they got tickets. You can buy tickets. What the fuck? Sorry that. Oh, shots running right through me.
Get yourself together, bro.
That's what I'm saying. We've got a lot of time to just complain, and hopefully you guys want to listen to us complain about these things. So that's what we're gonna do. It's a little more open-ended format, so you guys can join in too. Let us know in the comments the things you fucking hate about festivals and shit like that. I'm gonna start us off. They're way too fucking expensive now. Now, saying that, there are festivals out there that are a little bit more affordable. We've got one located. We've got a one, two. Hold on. Yeah, we got two of them very close to us. One of them's only an hour away. It's in the middle of fucking beginning of July. Upheaval Festival. It's in Grand Rapids. It's a 2-day festival with a couple of heavy hitters. Some more bands that I don't really know. But we've got we've got 1-day tickets starting at right now. They're on like tier 3 pricing, which is something I'm gonna get into in a hot second. But 1-day tickets are starting at $100. Now you got like 10 to 12 bands, I think, listed on each day. I know Bill Murray's gonna be there. We've got Papa Roach, we've got Poppy, we've got Ginger. I gotta pull up that bill real quick. Story of the Year, Magnolia Park. Landmarks, Thousand Below. The Showing Teeth. Set It Off, Dying Wish. Bones, UK. Still Remains. We were just talking about them. On Wednesday. Yeah, so there's enough bands there that I feel like kind of justify that. And of course, gas, we're having that issue. Food vendors, pricing, all that kind of stuff. I get it. Of course I'm not going to be able to spend now, I guess, $20-$30 to go see all these bands, whatever. But hey, Ryan, don't you remember the days? The late aughts, early 10s, going to fucking Warped Tour, dropping $25-$30. You've got a single day to see like 40 fucking bands.
Yeah.
It was affordable.
Yep.
This was before our drinking ages for sure, so we're sneaking in
Yeah.
alcohol if we could. Or
I
not, I
didn't
don't
even do
know.
that.
That's what I'm saying, exactly.
So
We'd
yeah,
sneak
it
in
was a
weed or
lot
something, but
cheaper.
right. That's what I'm saying, you know what I mean? Yeah, this was, fuck, 15 years ago, so inflation, whatever. But god damn it,
Yeah.
festival prices are too damn high. You're trying to sell tickets, and let me go ahead and put a little, I guess, a personal thing, louder than life. I talk about it all the time. Enough. You know, my initial intro to that was buying a secondhand ticket off of a friend. I got 2 tickets from him, general admission. I gave him 150 bucks. He made a little bit of money on that, from what I understand. Or no, he lost money for sure. The next year we went, we bought our own tickets. Um, each 4-day pass that I purchased was like 165 bucks, 170 maybe at most, with taxes and fees included. That's 4 days. They had to have had at least 80 bands attributed to each, to all 4 days. That was sick. Hotel kind of fucked me a little bit. That was definitely the more expensive part of it, but I've got to consider food, drinks, fucking gas just in case, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe I'm just a broke bitch complaining. Um, but I don't know. I feel like these entertainment companies have been really looking at the dollar signs and everything's got to make a profit, but I don't
They're
know.
taking
I hate
advantage.
it. I think they're taking advantage, exactly. They keep doing here this is what grinds my gears. Year over year with some of these festivals, they keep introducing new tour things. Hey, we're going to add another stage. Hey, we're putting cornhole in here. Hey, we're fucking adding this dumb fucking thing that you don't need, but we think is really cool. We think it's
Yeah.
cool. Not you
But it's gonna
guys. You didn't
cost
ask for
money.
it.
It's gonna
But
cost you
hey,
money.
we're trying to charge you more next year, so we need to justify that. So here's a speakeasy that nobody can find unless
Yeah.
you sift through 80 fucking pages on Facebook, find a random fucking radio
You're on
station.
Reddit.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Last year,
Well, I mean,
one thing. Yeah,
that
yeah.
was
Go ahead.
that was kind of like fucking Riot Fest. I don't know if they still do it, but they used when I went.
Uh,
They had like this carnival thing. So they had like a Ferris wheel and some other shit.
right.
But it was like
Uh huh.
it's that bull crap that like we're at a music festival. We don't need a fucking Ferris wheel. But we're paying for it, you know?
Exactly. Right. Which segues into my louder than life gripe is so when I went in 2024, they had 5 stages. They had 2 main stages, 2 semi-main stages, and then one for like lower names and battle of the bands, you know what I mean? Kind of thing like
Yeah.
um
It was like the Vans Warped
perfect.
Tour like parking lot stage.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
They had
Local
it off in the
bands and
grass. Right. Yeah, smaller thing, people that are up and coming. But they had it off in
yeah.
the grass, you know, great parking, whatever. It was fine. It was good. It was honestly the perfect fucking festival. It was affordable. It was accessible. It was in a great city. You had more than enough to do, more than enough people to find and connect with, decent merch prices. It was still a little pricey, you know what I mean? Um, but yeah, it was perfect in my mind. Last year, 2 people had left right after 2024's festival. 2 very important people. There was Danny, not Danny Wimmer, but Danny Hayes. He was the CEO. Danny Wimmer's the owner, president, whatever. But Danny Hayes and then this chick Ashley had left. And I think at that point we could all kind of see the writing on the wall. Like they were like, we left because we disagreed with Danny on some certain things. She's like, I'm still good friends with the guy, but we had to get out of there. And then when they announced the next year's lineup, festival grounds, everything. They introduced 2 more stages, so that makes it 7. They incorporated Kentucky Kingdom into the festival itself, which is cool, I guess, but that ties into the Ferris wheel thing. It's a whole amusement park. There's roller coasters, there's a water sort of thing,
Yeah.
Ferris wheel, all that. Uh, so like I said, when
Unnecessary.
I bought tickets, unnecessary, exactly. They moved the whole festival ground up toward the expo center, so now it's completely on concrete. They had to lay down AstroTurf to make things comfortable for you. You know what I mean? Um,
Right.
they brought merch into the actual building itself, so now they got to help probably pay for AC and extra water stations and cool off stations and everything. Um, when I bought tickets to 24, I paid 180 to 200 for 4-day tickets. 2025, when I finally got around to checking out ticket prices, they were on like tier 3. Tickets were like $450. That year-to-year return is insane to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they gave you a bunch of stuff, but I still think that's fucking bullshit. I don't want more with the festival. I don't need more. I want an appropriate amount of stages. I want an appropriate amount of bands. I don't want to have to sit here and decide. Sometimes I understand deciding between one band or the other, but I just want things, and I don't know. I think it's bullshit how this is now a for-profit corporate machine kind of system that's going on that we don't need. We just want to listen to good music. We want to make good friends, and we want to get a good buzz. That's all you need. You know,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
all I
I
have to
mean,
say about the.
fucking this
Yeah.
year, Louder Than Life for the 4-day general admission, it's almost
Yep.
$500.
Exactly. Yes.
Like,
490 exactly. One day is $200. I was spending what
yeah.
they're charging for one day on 4 days. That's insane.
Yeah.
Did you see
Right.
some of the other prices? So I've got them written down right here. VIP for
Of
4-day,
yeah.
$917 average. That's almost $1,000 for 4 days. A single day VIP is about 350. Top shelf, Angels
Well,
Envy, $2,300 for a viewing platform. They do offer food and snacks and drinks throughout the weekend, so I can kind of see that. But a single day is
yeah.
$734 for Angels Envy top shelf. So you can sit
That
down in a chair.
is silly. So silly.
Exactly.
Well,
Right.
it's like it's a fucking air conditioned lounge that you get to hang out in. But like you're at a fucking music festival. Why do you need a lounge? What are you gonna do in the
Because
lounge?
you're a rich
Not
bitch and you
see
wanna you wanna
bands?
sit there. Well, here's the kicker. Headliners were never on the Angels Envy side. The 4 years I went to Louder Than Life, they were always on the other side. So you have to sit there and listen to them from a distance like a fucking plebeian. And it was hilarious to see them bitch. They're like, I spent over $2,000 on tickets and $2,000 on an Airbnb and blah blah blah. And the headliners aren't even on our side. No, they're not. Eat a dick. Okay. You
Yeah.
decided to
Go
spend that money. Get
go
over it.
walk, you fucking peasant.
Exactly. Right.
Um
I always thought that was
No, but I
hilarious.
mean, that whole thing just screams corporate. When you click on the experiences
Yep.
section on Louder in Life, it's like
Uh-huh.
Kentucky. It's so corporate. It's like going to Disney or Universal Studios website or whatever. It's like
Right.
you got Kentucky Kingdom, Headbangers Hall, uh Kroger Big Bourbon Bar, Jack's
Right.
House and Jack's Sports Bar. That just is the dumbest shit I've ever heard of.
Well, let me say this too.
Like,
Uh, all this extra shit that they're putting on, you know what I want to see? I want to see merch tents. I want to see band tents instead. I'm bringing back Warp Tour, the OG Warp
yeah,
Tour. where they had a whole lane of artist tents and like to write
Yeah.
love on our arms and general merchandise and whatever.
Yep.
That's what I want to
Yep.
see. You know, if you were to do a lot of that, so I could do like a quick little meet and greet, maybe have the one-off chance to see a band member or something, do a signing or
Yeah.
whatever.
Someone.
Those are the experiences I wanted. I don't give a fuck about the Kroger's Big Bourbon Bar. I can buy
Nah.
bourbon anywhere. I don't need bourbon at this
Yeah.
fucking, you know what I mean? Granted, it's
No.
in Kentucky, so like I can see the
Yeah,
point.
but still.
But the Headbangers Hall, the fucking Kentucky Kingdom, I'm not there to go to an amusement park. I'm there to see metal
Right.
music. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna
Right.
hear
Right.
the band from the fucking Ferris wheel. You know, I'm gonna hear
Right.
like 4 bands playing at the same time. That sounds like shit.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I
You
mean?
hear a bunch of noise.
Exactly. Yeah, Tiki Bar, the
Well,
White Claw Seltzer State. It's so dumb.
yeah, it's stupid. But since you brought up fucking Warp Tour, I'm happy you went back to that.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
yeah, I was gonna say, like, that was the perfect festival for our age.
Right.
Because I was in high school driving out to Tinley Park to go to
Yep.
fucking Warp Tour, and it was accessible. It was like $30, and like you said, we saved money by not having alcohol in the mix. We're drinking bottled water all day or whatever. And I'm pretty
Right.
sure back
Yeah.
then you could bring in bottles of water as long as they were sealed.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I don't think we ran into an issue. Um, but the merch, everything was super affordable. Like, um, you could buy a CD for 10, $15. You could buy a shirt for $20. You could buy a hoodie
Right.
for 40 bucks. So dude, I went to Warp Tour, and of course, in high school, I mean, I have disposable income because I have a job and I'm living at
Right.
home with no bills. So
Exactly.
I could
Right.
easily go to Warp Tour and spend my whole entire paycheck there.
Yeah.
Um,
Easily.
and not
Right.
be worried about it.
Yeah.
um, but yeah, dude, I would go there and I would leave with so much merchandise
Yep.
because it was so affordable, dude. You could spend
Right.
$200 and leave with bags full of shit.
Exactly.
On top of the free stuff that they would give out too. Like you would get
Right.
record labels there that would pass out compilation discs or
Yep.
fucking stickers and all sorts of shit. But looking at Warp Tour today, so this year in Long Beach, California, 2-day festival is $200. That's
Jesus.
for general admission.
Yep.
And to put things into perspective for you, so back in the day, in like 2007, 2008, when we would have been
Mhm.
going to
Right.
Warp Tour, it was about $30 that I remember.
Yeah.
Um, with inflation today, that would be roughly $46. That was a 1-day festival where we got,
Yep.
like you said, 40 some bands.
Right.
And so for a 2-day festival with, I'm not going to go through and count, but the lineup is roughly about the same amount of bands. Um, Spread across 2 days, that's still way more than it needs to be.
Yep. Right.
Like, they're just they're gouging,
Right.
you know? Like, 2 days, I could see $100 if you were going based off of what it used to be plus inflation. The fair amount is $100 for the 2-day festival, maybe 120.
Yeah.
I'd
I could
forgive
swing
that.
that, you know what I mean? Now,
Right.
these guys are on front gate tickets, which seems to be the like the dedicated festival ticket guys or whatever. Um fuck, I had a point and then I totally forgot it. Gouging ticket prices. Oh, here's my gripe. tiered ticket pricing. Festivals love this shit. Um, yeah, right here, tier 5. So that means they went from tier 1, 2, 3, 4, and now they're on 5. Grant, you have to get tickets early. You know what I mean? Tier 1, 2 is the most affordable, and then as
Yep.
they scale up, they're usually going up by 20, $30, whatever. Which is bullshit. Uh why? Why tier pricing? Why are you rewarding people who are buying tickets before you even announce the lineup? By the
Yeah.
time you get to tier 3 or 4, that's when they're getting the lineup. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And at this point, like I said,
Right.
tier 5 tickets probably started off at like 100 or some odd dollars, but what if they had a shitty lineup? What if like, oh fuck these guys, like we made
I
our
doubt
money,
they
you know what I
started
mean?
at $100. I bet they started at like 150 maybe.
Honestly,
You
and
know,
then would go up by like
it's
10
still a
bucks.
gouge. Yeah.
Exactly. Right.
It's still a gouge, but based on what you just said,
Yeah.
prime example is Riot Fest for this year. Tickets,
Yep.
early bird tickets are available right now. You can get a
Yep.
3-day pass, general admission for $319 right now. We have no
And
lineup.
no lineup. Exactly.
No lineup.
Why?
You get 3
Right.
days for 313 or $319, basically $100 a day. So it's just too much.
And you don't even know who's playing those days. You know what I mean?
Right.
Granted, if you get that 3 day, you can just go every day. Who gives a shit? But what if you
Yeah.
don't want to go for a day? I'm gonna
Right.
bring this one up. Milwaukee Metal Fest. They've got 1 day, 2 day, and 3 day passes. I have never seen that at a festival before. Um, 1 day tickets range from 117 to 327. Granted, this is going to be an indoor festival at the Rave, the Eagles Club in Milwaukee. 2 days are at 222 to 282. I feel like that's the best bang for your buck. And then the 3 day passes range from anywhere between 334 to $983, depending on if you get general admission to like VIP or deluxe or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, well, no, that's the thing. Um, those are balcony seats. So if you want to sit down in a seat, those are like $900, kind of going around the venue because this is all indoors. Um, yeah, average what
That's
that's
ridiculous.
$110 a day, you know. And they've already got the lineup for Milwaukee Metal Fest. Let's see what kind of average we're running. Oh, yeah, honestly, for the price that you're paying for 3 days, you're getting what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 bands. So if you look at it this way, that's like $5 a band. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If
All
you
right.
catch every single band, you know.
Right.
But
Right.
that's 3 days. You're
I'm
not gonna.
not catching every band.
I'm not catching every band. I'm showing up late. You know what I mean? I don't want to be there all fucking because it's indoors and it's a nice venue, but I'm not standing on my feet all day on those, fucking hard ass fucking floors. Like that just sounds like shit. You know,
Right. Yeah. I mean,
it's
I'm
it's
not
just
gonna
a bullshit
lie.
concept
That Milwaukee Metal Fest does have some pretty awesome fucking bands playing, but
for
not
sure.
enough. Not enough for me to be that invested into it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I was just looking at. Um. Who else? Who am I? I mean, really excited. Kill
But
Switch is gonna be
honestly,
there. That's dope. Suicidal Power Trip.
yeah.
Honestly, I would probably just buy a 1 day ticket for Saturday and call it a day.
Yeah. Right. Me too. But fucking
Oh shit, Greed.
honestly, going into what we were talking about earlier,
Uh huh.
Furnace Fest, I think is relatively fair. I mean, it's still pretty high, but
Uh
for a
huh.
single day general admission, you can get that for $80. And
Okay.
you can do a payment plan with only $20 down right now. So
Okay.
a 2-day is going to cost you $150. So that's definitely worth it if you're going to go for the 2 days. And I think it's
Right.
pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool that it also says kids 10 and under are free with a ticketed adult. So
That is
if
pretty
I could
cool. Yeah.
if I could talk Brittany into going and we could bring Ozzy in for free, like that'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna happen, but I'm just saying. It's
Right.
cool that they offer that. Uh, but yeah, this like to be fair, I don't know who's running this. We're not gonna fucking
Uh
speculate. I don't care. But overall, I feel like this seems pretty fair. And whether or not
yeah.
that is a um like a last minute ordeal, like they were under the crunch to try and get this planned out. Um, and they just, left out the big nuances or whatever and kept it pretty stripped
Yeah.
back, or if it's a tactic of trying to retain old Furnace Fest fans
Right.
to this. And then maybe in upcoming years we start seeing more of this fucking corporatization fucking thrills bullshit.
Right.
But
Yeah.
for right now, this looks pretty legit.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, I gotta say a couple things that I'm noticing because I'm looking at Furnace Fest's website right now. Um, Re-entry until 6 p.m. daily. That's sick as fuck because anywhere you go, especially festival wise, zero
Right.
re-entry. The only time I experienced that was 2024's Louder Than Life, where we had all these bad storms, and they were like, "Hey, if you need to change clothes, whatever." All day general admission gets you can get readmitted if you have to go back to your car, you know what I mean? Um, the only time they offer that is for when you buy camping passes. You can go back to your tent, drop off whatever, and then come back. Those are the only re-entry admitted people. It was a
Okay.
cool concept. They definitely didn't revisit that the next year. And the fact that they have it, timed, for when headliners are going on, whatever. Like once you're in, you're in. It's cool. I'm used to it. I'm fine. Whatever. Um, yeah, kids 10 and under free. That's super cool. Um, I don't think I've ever seen that ever attached to a
Yeah.
festival, And my other gripe is why the fuck are you bringing your kids? I understand, start them young, do whatever, but like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude, I was just talking to a chick at the bar. I don't know if you was this on Sunday? Might have been on Sunday, might have been on Saturday, but I had this couple come in. I feel like it was on Sunday. Yeah, I don't remember. Whatever. I've shot enough Shore Lord since whenever it was that it's gone from my memory. But there was this couple that came in, that I was talking with at the bar, and they looked like a couple of metalheads. Like the chick had like braided hair, tattoos everywhere, bandana. I was like, these are my kind of people. We were talking about shows, and she was talking about how she had brought her like 6-year-old kid to um a set that I don't remember who it was. I don't know if it was Slipknot or somebody, but she had to like literally be his almost armor. Like she was like,
Like
I hooked
guard
my
him.
arms
Yeah.
under him and guard him and everything. And she was yelling out to everybody, there's a kid here, there's a kid here. If I'm in the throes of a show and I'm getting a little fucking loosey goosey, I'm sorry. Fuck that
I
kid.
don't care.
Like that's I
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, and I want kids to be safe and I want them to experience shows and live music and everything, but
There's a
I don't
place and a
think
time.
there's a place and a time for it. And maybe you just have them listen to the music, do like a smaller show, leave them in the back, keep in the back,
Right.
outside of the main part of the crowd. Um, but yeah, it's still a cool concept. You know what I mean? To
You
allow them
can't.
to be able to come in free.
No, I agree with you 100%. Like
Yeah.
I'm a fucking parent, so I can easily put my 2 cents here and judge
Yeah.
people, but fucking I mean there like I said, there's a place and a time, and I think you want to bring your kid to Lollapalooza, do it. You want to bring your kid to Riot Fest, do it. Um
Right.
but Furnace Fest, it doesn't have the lineup for that. Like maybe Saturday where you have A Day to Remember, Circus Survive, Chiodos,
Yeah. Right.
Cartel, Emery, the Almost. Like it's a little lighter. So I get it.
Exactly.
But on Sunday, there are no
Don't bring your
bands
fucking kids.
that,
Exactly.
yeah, there are no bands there that I would feel comfortable with bringing my kid there, you know? It's going to get rowdy. I get it. And that's what the show is for. So,
Yeah.
yeah, don't ruin other people's time by bringing your fucking kid and expecting us to be responsible for them. That's
Right.
your job. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Um,
Right.
but I mean, it's a difference in genre and style, dude. Because Riot Fest
Yeah.
is mostly like pop punk and like punk and stuff like that. That is
Yeah.
chiller. Um,
Right.
and then you
More
have Bring Me the
appropriate for
Horizon
youngers. Yeah.
doing Count Your Blessings. Like, don't do that.
Right. So
Um,
another gripe I
yeah,
wanted to bring up was the amount of bands that we have going on festivals. Why? Why so many fucking bands? Louder Than Life has
yeah,
200, about 200 bands playing all 4 days. That's 50 bands a
yeah,
day. They usually open gates around 10, 11. I think it's about 10. Bands start around 11, 10:30, 11, you know. Um that means you got about 50 bands every day from 12 noon, give or take, to 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. You got 9 hours to fit in 50 fucking bands. What's the purpose?
yeah,
Why make us have to decide between 7 different stages, and lose out on experiences,
yeah,
the listenability, all that kind of stuff, and get food and get drinks and get merch. You know what I mean? It's just too fucking much. I guess
yeah,
most of my gripes I have are for DWP sets because I guess this guy just loves money. Sonic Temple has over 140.
yeah,
They're almost completely sold out of tickets. They're playing next week or the week after or whatever. Average ticket prices for general admission, probably single day tickets were between 200 and $300. VIP was around $600. Rockville they had over 160 bands show up for what, 4 days. Um, General admission was between $400 and $600. One day was a little more affordable, 80 to 190, depending on if you got it through them or resale and tiered pricing. VIP was up to $900, so same deal. Um, it's just looking like Danny has money signs over his eyes, and he's like, dude, I can just charge so much and people will keep paying. Stop fucking giving him money, dude. Stop it.
I mean,
Um,
my
yeah.
only last note that I'll throw in about it is that
Mhm.
I agree with you 100%. Festivals don't need to be 4 days long, and we don't need 140 bands. We need 2 days maximum,
Yep. Yep.
and just keep it chill, dude. Fucking 20, 25 bands a day.
Yep. At
That's fine.
most. Right.
And then,
Exactly.
like, the thing about it is like, don't make this a situation where there's 6 big festivals a year. Spread it out and do 15 smaller weekend festivals throughout the whole entire summer. Like,
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
you know,
I miss that.
because
Dude, Warp Tour used to hit every major fucking city. throughout the year
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
June to the end of July. You know what I mean? Maybe
Yeah.
some August dates or whatever. And you had more than enough time to figure out which date you went. I've been to both Noblesville and Tinley Park. You know what I mean? I loved them both. I preferred Tinley
Yeah.
though because it's closer. And
Yeah.
yeah, you had one day, and even now with their 2-day thing, if they could just hit Chicago, hit somewhere like in Colorado, kind of hit some more spaces, you know? It
Yeah.
I don't know how that would affect ticket prices or anything, but like, come on, give us all an opportunity. Don't make me have to pay for a fucking, you know,
A
plane ticket
flight.
because the closest fucking places for Warp Tour would be Toronto, I think is the one player, Montreal.
Yeah.
Um, you know, that would be the closest. Uh yeah,
Florida
otherwise,
might be Florida might be the cheapest one to travel to.
okay. Um, DC, that's a fucking 13-hour drive. That's an 11-hour drive, depending on whatever.
Uh,
But yeah, you
yeah.
literally just skipped the entire major continental US just to
Yeah.
hit
The
the
middle of
coasts.
the fucking country. Yeah.
Right. Where you could probably make a lot more money just kind of spreading the love a little bit, you know? And yeah,
I
but
mean,
that's the
I
thing. I feel like these guys, these companies, these entertainment companies are afraid to bring it on the road. They're not trying to pay for a tour. They're trying to pay
right.
for an experience. That's the idea. And they're going to have it for 3, 4 days. They're going to cash in as much as they can for that and call it a fucking day. You know what I mean? And that sucks.
Yeah.
But everything's got to
Well,
be
I
for a
mean,
profit, right?
I also do think that probably one of the situations is that with like Warp Tour back in the day,
Mhm.
with that touring to like every major city,
Right.
that was that band's all of those bands
Like summer
summer
tour.
tour.
Exactly.
Yeah. So like at at this point with all of these like major 4-day weekend festivals or whatever, it
Mhm.
still allows those bands to go on their own headlining tours and shit like that.
Right.
So I mean, I guess that is a positive
Yeah, I can kind of
to a
see the
certain
point. Right.
to a certain extent. Yeah.
Right.
Just because I think that probably makes more money for those bands, rather than tagging along the Warp Tour all summer long.
Right.
So I don't
Who's
know.
probably paying out way less than what they would get off of ticket merch sales, whatever.
Right.
That's fair, but fuck man, I miss it. All right. I just want to go for one day,
Yeah.
sun's out, guns out, go rip the
Yeah.
water slide, go maybe see the drummer from one of my favorite bands or whoever,
Yeah.
have a good time. I guess I'm on a little nostalgia factor. Like
Yeah.
I'm getting older. Things are getting too expensive. The economy sucks. I just want things to be more affordable. That's all it is. You know?
I agree. Well, you know what? I know I already said this, but one last note from me is that
Yeah.
with that news that we got from Canada with the whole
Uh-huh.
Live Nation Ticketmaster thing,
Uh-huh.
where they banned um where they
Oh,
banned
the resale thing.
resale. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um or they didn't ban it, but they put a limit to where you're not allowed to resell tickets for more than their face value. So
That's awesome.
it basically eliminates resale market other than like in an emergency, like, oh, I can't go now. I
Mhm.
would like to get my money back. That's
Right.
fair. Um,
That's what I'm saying. I agree with that.
so if we can start adopting that here, then I think a lot of our problems are probably relatively solved.
Right.
Um, it
Yeah.
definitely helps the whole bot fucking buying up tickets and throwing them on StubHub
Yep.
situation, which helps the game a little bit better.
Right. I agree with that. So,
Yeah.
uh
All right.
yeah,
Well,
I don't know.
you
I
got
have so
anything
much
else
more
you
I
want to
could say
add?
about this, but I don't know. I feel like we talked enough about all of this. I don't think it's going to go anywhere, but that's fine. Hey, we got our
Yeah.
opinions out and that's cool. Let's just get more affordable fucking festivals, And that's
Yeah.
kind of why, I don't know, this year, like, it seems like I spent, and honestly, I've spent a lot of money on tickets this year. Um, but I guess, like, right now, knowing how unaffordable ticket prices are just for the common person, you know what I mean? It feels like you have to have a corporate job or make six figures to afford some of these fucking festivals, but I appreciate the fact that I was able to go out and get affordable tickets to go see 4 or 5 bands, at a nice local venue, where I'm a little bit closer. I don't have to worry about a hotel, driving costs, all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, it kind of helped me come back to the root of things. You know what I mean? I've said it before. I'd love to go to some more local, smaller venue hardcore shows. And the fact that festivals, because honestly, in my heart of hearts, I'm a festival guy. I love that outdoor feeling, being out in the sun, walking around, meeting people, finding new favorite bands. Warped Tour was one of the first like festivals and shows that I'd been to, so it always holds a special place in my heart, and I just miss that. That's all it is. I'm an old guy being cranky. Um,
Oh, you got
but I was
merit
able
to
to get
what
this
you're saying.
opportunity. Yeah. I was able to take this year to really figure out who I want to see instead of just being like, "Oh yeah, they're playing, but I'm gonna buy this ticket on the off chance that they're not playing with somebody else that I might also really want to see." I can really fine tune what's going on. You know what I mean? And that's cool, but I just I
Yeah.
just don't want to have to spend 2 paychecks to go to one festival. That sucks.
Well, guess what? You get to spread out the same cost you would spend on a 4-day weekend at one of these festivals across the whole year and see
Exactly.
6 or 7 different experiences
Right.
that are
Yeah.
worth way more than one weekend.
Honestly, exactly. So, hell yeah. That's a good perspective. Thanks
There
for that, man. I appreciate
yeah,
that.
there's
Hell yeah.
stories and experiences built into every road trip to every show.
Right.
So,
Exactly. Sick.
um,
All right.
well,
That's all I got.
yeah, that's all we'll burden you with. Once we shut the camera off, then we might continue on a rant amongst each other.
Yeah.
But for now, thanks for hanging out with us after hours. Hopefully you caught as nice of a buzz as Tyler did. For
Can you
now,
tell? Oh,
it's all right.
yeah.
I hide it better, so I'm a
Mhm.
professional.
Hell yeah.
Fucking hit us up on all of our platforms. We are on Instagram, not enough, but uh, pretty periodically. If you want to talk shit to us, I'm on there every day. So hit me up.
Yeah. Right.
We're on Instagram at the riff.report. We are on YouTube, our main platform. So please subscribe there. We are posting new episodes every Wednesday at 9 a.m. for your regular news and releases. After hours every Friday at 6 p.m., where you never know what's going to happen. So tune in, hit that bell icon in the corner so that you can get notified when we post new videos. And I forgot to fucking plug us in last time, so I'll plug it in now. We're on Tidal. If you search the Riff Report,
Yeah.
we got some playlists on there. We got a lot of playlists. Whenever we do a fun game that requires putting songs together, we make a new playlist. So if you're
Yeah.
interested in that, follow us on there. But for now, stay loud, stay angry, and we'll catch you in the pit.